What's up, all my investors of the Shaddai? I'm back again with another episode of HINANCE, breaking down the complex financial world for everyday people like me and you so we can make some moolah, some bread, some cheddar. Today, we're going to be talking about how to invest in stocks, a very basic video for the people that are just getting in, for the people that are sitting on the sidelines waiting. This video isn't for everybody, but if you feel like you're too good for this video, shoot me a DM above and I will get you the details you need to know to join the stocks group chat that we have going on. It's called the Future Millionaires, and we're just in there sharing information and trying to help each other build our generational wealth. Now, this video is going to be helpful for anybody that is on the fence, that doesn't know what they're doing, that's trying to figure everything out. This video is for you. If you feel like you haven't been making money, or you're still getting your feet wet, this video is for you. Just pay attention all the way through. Trust me, I feel good. I'm glad to be back. And also make sure you check out all my other videos as well, and hit the thumbs up on this video. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, cousins, sisters, brothers, and I can guarantee you everybody gonna learn something, because I try to keep it basic. I just try to keep it basic so that we can learn something, so we can make some money and hopefully make a difference in our lives. Before we get into everything else, I have to get into the economic side of things. It is a very important thing that you need to know. It's a very important term, world that you need to know about if you're going to be investing. This week, the important economic news right now, I would say, is this whole inauguration. The new president coming in, his executive orders, he's attacking climate change, immigration, federal loans. So, there's a lot more stuff in his executive orders that maybe you should be paying attention to. Quick reads. All you have to do is Google executive orders. Like, it's really easy to find information nowadays. Don't make it too hard on yourself. Another thing to be looking out for if you're investing, and this is for everybody, is where we're at in the vaccine distribution. That is going to be very important going forward. The news has been trying to instill fear into people, especially with the inauguration. Everybody was going to storm the Capitol. Like, there's going to be a lot more fears. They're going to use different things, and I think the next big thing, the next big talk, the next big news line is vaccine distribution, or just in general how this whole health thing is going, because it's very, very important. Next, I want to talk about, because someone said to me the other day, well, if I invest in stocks, that means I have to pay attention to it. I don't really know what I'm doing. Maybe I should invest in Twitter. Well, actually, Twitter pulled back because of the recent them banning Trump. They lost a little bit of value. So it may be a good time to invest in Twitter. Like, sometimes we overcomplicate things, and you just do it. Nike made the best slogan you could ever think of. It's just do it, right? And let me make this a little bit more simpler for you, because where I come from, and maybe you come from the same type of environment that I came from, maybe you look just like me, maybe you don't, but we have fear to invest in the stock market because we were never taught it. It's not something we are comfortable with. It seems very confusing, but it's really not. It's just business. It's business and future valuations. How can I break this down? When I say just do it, you can run. You can even walk. At one point, you couldn't do neither. You could only crawl. At one point, you couldn't do crawling. Someone had to hold you up. Someone had to hold you. But before you could run and walk, you had to take your first step. You may not remember it, but you had to fall. You had to take that first step. You had to take that first run and learn what it was like before you can really learn how to run or really learn how to walk. This is no different. You have to take your first step. I started with $5, December 2019. The evidence is on YouTube. Look it up. Look at my videos. Look at my first videos. $5. I invested $1 in each company because I said, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't believe any of these YouTubers. They lying. It's all a scam. I didn't believe any of it. I invested those $5. I watched it over a month. I watched it over 2 months. By January, I invested more money. By March, April, the day that the market crashed, I watched it. I studied the market for months and months just to get more comfortable and see how things were going. Till this day, I still have one of those dollars invested into Roku. And I wish I would have invested so much more because Roku has doubled and flipped and done amazing things. But I keep that $1 there, not because I think that $1 is going to make me $1 million, because it probably won't, but hey, who knows? I keep that $1 there to remind me that that's where I started. I started with $5. So you just have to do it. You just have to invest. You're going to spend $5. You're going to spend a couple $100 going out with your friends this weekend. So you have to take the leap, invest in what you know, take the leap, and you'll start to learn more. And if you lose a little bit, hey, it's part of the learning process. Try to understand why you lost. Try to understand where you went wrong. And that's part of creating your strategy. We overcomplicate it, y'all. We really do. Now let's get right into the word of the week. Is blue chip stocks. And I have the definition written down. And this is, actually, let me read y'all the corporate definition of blue chip stocks. And then because when I'm learning, I hate when a teacher just gives me like the book definition. Like, how am I going to be able to understand? So the book definition of blue chip stocks is a stock in a corporation with national reputation for quality, reliability, and the ability to operate profitability in good and bad times. For me, a blue chip stock is a stock that I know, is a company that I know, is a company that I spend money on or my family spends money on regularly. It's a company that is profitable, obviously provides a lot of jobs for people. If it provides jobs, it's somewhat profitable, through the bad and good times. So that's a blue chip stock. That is something you should look to invest in, a blue chip stock, especially if you have no clue what you're doing. I recommend, if you have no clue what you're doing, a blue chip stock and an ETF, but make sure you pick the right ETF. Be very careful with those ETFs. If you're starting out, you definitely don't want to be dabbling in the penny stocks. You don't want to be dabbling. What I've learned, that when the price of the stock is low, it's not because they've been thinking about you and they think that, if they keep this price low for you, that you'll make money. No, these companies don't care about me and you. Sorry to say and put it out there. Just be very careful with the stocks that are low priced. That's my experience, and I'm just sharing that with you. It doesn't always mean that that's your opportunity. Not to say there can't be opportunities, but it doesn't mean that that's your opportunity. So make sure you do your research on that. Where do you start? Where do you start? If you've watched this far and you still haven't figured out where to start investing, how? There's plenty of resources. Cash App, very simple, simplified platform to buy stocks, even Bitcoin. TD Ameritrade, Webull. I'm not going to mention the one with the R. I'm against them, but if y'all feel like putting them in the comments, go ahead and share it with the people. But it's really, it's not that complicated to start, to take $5, to take $20. I can guarantee you your money, your $20 that's sitting in your savings account right now is losing value. I think, don't quote me on this, but do your research. I think they said the dollar has lost maybe like a couple percentages of value over the last few years. So that's very scary. That means your buying power is going down. What you could have bought with your $1,000 5 years ago or 2 years ago, you can't buy the same amount of stuff with those $5,000. So keep that in mind. Use the resources. Use your phone. Apple has the Stocks app. The Stocks app has been on Apple iPhones for so long. And if you don't have an Apple iPhone, there's Yahoo Finance. I was about to say Yahoo Finance. I use a lot. Motley, Motley. There's tons. I don't want to start promoting all these platforms because you could just Google any stock. Google Nike, and you're gonna see all these platforms where you can find information about Nike. Also, what do you know? The companies that you invest in, they have a contact person that you can reach out to. They have an email, a phone number. Wow. Like, it doesn't get any more easier than that. You can reach out to someone, but I will recommend that don't reach out to that email and that phone number with questions that you can Google. Please don't. Financial questions, you can find all financial questions. You can find simple questions on Google, on Yahoo Finance, on stock apps, on TD Ameritrade. They have another platform called Thinkorswim that's very helpful. There's TradingView, another app. So if you're going to reach out to the company and the representative for the company, don't ask them a question that you could have just Googled. You're kind of wasting your time and their time as well. Make sure you gather information and have more sophisticated questions to ask. What's a sophisticated question? It really just depends on the stock. So and you can also listen in on conference calls. You can listen on the conference call during earnings season, which is good. If you have time to do it, it's great. You can even read the scriptures. They have someone taking notes and kind of recapping everything that they were talking about on projections and earnings and what they plan to do. Like I said, I think that we overcomplicate investing in stocks, investing in general, because we don't understand it. But please, let me tell you, this is something that I wish, I'm 27 years old, and I wish I started this 7 years ago or 10 years ago. I really do wish, because we spend so much money on stupid things. Not stupid things because we enjoy what we spend money on, but we spend money on things that bring no value back to us, that's not doing anything for us. And if it's not bad to do that, enjoy your life. But my new rule is, if I'm gonna spend money, if I'm gonna spend $100 on a weekend, I'm gonna invest $100. That way, I know that I'm putting some money to work to kind of try to make that money back that I lost. Make it back sometime, maybe not today, maybe not be in 2 months, but in 6 months I can maybe double that. It can happen just like that. I would, my final thoughts would be, because I don't want to overcomplicate you with this whole video, but just don't just follow what the news says. Don't just follow what these websites say. Build relationships. I was just telling somebody on my YouTube comments, build relationships with other people investing. It does not hurt me if you don't invest. I'm not one of those YouTubers telling you to buy this stock. When I'm sharing stocks, it's because I'm looking at it. If you don't want to invest, hey, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna make money. If you want to just watch me make money, hey, power to you. Shout out to you. I appreciate you for watching. Just don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Because if you're not going to make money, the least you could do is share my video and my channel with your friends, because the goal is 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, don't just follow the negative news. Don't just follow the positive news. Don't fall for this hype, that hype. Don't listen to that YouTuber or this YouTuber. Listen to you. Do your research. And yes, take advice, or listen to other YouTubers, or listen to other people. Have conversations with other people that trade stocks. But at the end of the day, make a decision that best fits you. Because at the end of the day, and I just said the end of the day twice, and sometimes it's like that, when it comes to you having to sell, it's going to be hard if you have to reach out to someone. You're like, yo, you haven't called me back, and I don't know if I need to sell. That's why you build your strategy. You do your research so that you know what to do when the time comes. With that being said, I appreciate you all for watching. I really do. And don't forget, if you're interested, if you feel like you're ready to join the stocks group chat, shoot me a DM above. I will get you all the details. And shout out to all my people in the stocks group chat. I really do appreciate y'all. I don't feel like I give y'all enough appreciation. Man, all the information we share, all just the building we doing, man. Shout out to my guy Rasta. Shout out to my guy Mario. Shout out to Philly B. Shout out to Will. Shout out to, who else am I missing, man? Let me give everybody a shout out right now. I'm going to give everybody a shout out. It's the end of the video. We're going to give everybody a shout out. Let me pull up the stocks group chat, because I don't want to miss none of my future millionaires. Who else we got? I said Philly B. Who else, man? Keys, Young Keys. Shout out to Young Keys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm just going through real quick. I think I said a majority of the people that get it rocking and get it moving around. Future Millionaire, we're here, and you know it's only gonna get better. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. I appreciate you all for watching. I will check y'all out tomorrow. Follow me on Instagram at shaddai.